To sync payroll from Aspire to Inova, we'll go to Scheduling and then the Weekly Time Review. We'll select the week that we want to sync to payroll. All of the employee timesheets that we select must be in an approved status. If they are unapproved, we cannot sync that time to payroll. We'll select the employees that we want to sync. Under the Inova dropdown, we'll choose Sync Payroll. Here, we'll select the payroll that we want to sync to, and then we'll select the batch that we want to sync to. We typically check this box just in case the time has already been exported to Excel, and then we'll hit Submit. You can see the process has started, data has been submitted. This does not mean that it is successful or complete. To see the status, we'll go back to the Inova dropdown, click on Payroll Sync History. This is going to show all of the historical attempts to sync payroll from Aspire. Here we can see the sync that we just kicked off, and it's in a running status. To update the status, we have to click the refresh button at the bottom. And if the status is successful, we can go into Inova and review the payroll. So we'll go to Batches. This is the batch that we selected to sync the time into. We can see there are 3 employees and 48.75 hours that synced over from Aspire. If we go back to our weekly time review, we can see there are 3 employees and 48.75 hours. So we know everything synced over from Aspire. Now that the batches have been imported, you can continue with payroll like normal. Inova's employee integration with Aspire will sync new hires and changes to existing employees from Inova to Aspire every hour. We'll begin by adding a new hire to Inova. New hires must be set to yes on the Sync with Aspire field. Now that our new hire has been created in Inova, they will sync into Aspire within the next hour. We can see that Clark does not exist in Aspire yet. Once the integration has run, the employee's account will automatically be created. All of the fields that sync over to the Aspire account are coming from the entries in Inova: email, address, pay schedule, workers' comp, employee number, PIN, pay rate, burden percentage. In addition to new hires syncing to Aspire, changes to existing employees will also sync to Aspire. This includes address changes, rate changes, and status changes. For this employee, we're going to update their home address. And we can see the address has not been updated in Aspire yet, but once the integration runs, this will match the data in Inova. Here we can see the address from Inova has updated the employee's record in Aspire. Employee status changes also sync from Inova to Aspire. If we change someone to terminated, we can see the employee is still active in Aspire, but once the integration runs on the hour, the employee's status is now showing deactive. Running the labor burden true-up will calculate the actual burden costs based on the information pulled from Inova Payroll, and then use that information to update work ticket actual labor costs within the selected pay periods. To run the labor burden true-up, we'll go to Scheduling and the Weekly Time Review, select the employees, and then select Run Inova Burden True-Up under the Inova dropdown. Here we'll select the pay period that we want to run the true-up for. The process can take a few minutes depending on how many employees you've selected. When it's complete, your work tickets will have been updated, and we can also view the true-up history on the employee record. Time off balances in Inova can be displayed on the employee's contact page in Aspire. When this is enabled, Aspire loads the information directly from the Accruals widget in Inova. The information is refreshed each time the contact page is loaded, so the balances are always up to date. The time off section displays accrued, taken, current balance, and future scheduled hours. A notification will also be displayed if the employee has time off that is pending approval. The Manage an Inova button will take you to the Inova login page so you can easily review pending time off requests. When new time offs are added or requested, Refreshing the contact page will update the time off accrual section.
Marty Grunder, founder and CEO of the Grunder Landscaping Company, which was started in 1984 as a way for me to make money for college. 41 years later, we still design, install, and maintain landscapes, just a lot more than we did back in 1984. We have 130 members in our team, and we have an office in Dayton, Ohio, and Cincinnati, Ohio. We went live with Inova, I believe, in January of 2022, if I'm not mistaken. The relationship has been terrific. You know, it talks with Aspire, which is critical. That's the program that we use. And the amount of redundancies that Inova has taken out of our onboarding and our payroll processing and all the things that come along with that, it's so smooth. It lets my team spend their time focused on things that make us money. You have to have robust HR systems for compliance, for processing payroll, all the multitude of things that come along. The less human input that we can have with that and have it streamlined, the better, and that's where we are with it. Our president, Seth Flum, implemented all this and worked with the Inova staff, which has been nothing short of outstanding, both before, during, and after the sale. It's enabling us to process payroll. The onboarding of new team members used to be this laborious task that was challenging to all of us. Literally, we onboard a new team member now with one click of a button. If the owners and leaders of landscaping companies are ready to focus and buckle down, this is something that they absolutely need to look as a bolt-on to Aspire. No question whatsoever. It's been an incredible investment. The companies that we bring through Grunder and we show them what we're doing in person, obviously they want it right when they see what we're doing. It's been an absolute game changer. Inova has learned a lot since January of 2022. I'm sure they're even better at it now, but I would encourage anyone to look into it. You should want your team spending time either installing landscaping or meeting with people that could have landscaping installed and maintained. Not the laborious processes where, quite frankly, a lot of employees don't want to do that kind of work. At the end of the day, we're trying to make our companies more profitable, and having something like Inova working behind the scenes the way it does takes some very mundane tasks and gets them done. And it's been a game changer. It's been fantastic. The staff has been terrific to work with my staff. We've seen the staff get better on the implementation and side of all that. I can't say enough good things. We look forward to a lot more success, in part because of Inova's products.